You read the message and you feel it instantly, that quiet pressure in your chest, the thought that you should reply, the awareness that you care, and yet your fingers don't move and hours pass and guilt slowly replaces intention, and you start wondering what's wrong with you, because if you truly cared you would answer right away, except psychology says the opposite, because people who care deeply often pause the longest, especially when their mind processes more than just words. The truth is, avoiding messages isn't emotional distance, it's cognitive depth. Your brain isn't rejecting the person, it's reacting to the weight of meaning, responsibility, and expectation, and when communication feels loaded, your nervous system chooses delay as protection, not avoidance. Psychology says the first reason this happens is cognitive overload. Your brain doesn't see a message as a sentence, it sees context, tone, implications, future replies, and emotional consequences all at once. Research on working memory shows some minds simulate entire conversations before typing a word, which creates mental fatigue before action even begins. So the delay is your brain trying to organize the invisible layers others don't notice. The second reason is decision fatigue. Every reply feels like a choice that matters: what to say, how to say it, when to send it, and what it might trigger. Studies show that when decisions carry emotional value, the brain postpones them to preserve energy. So your silence isn't carelessness, it's your mind saying this matters enough to not rush. The third reason is emotional regulation. Your brain wants to respond from the right state, not the reactive one. Neuroscience shows that emotionally intelligent people instinctively wait until their nervous system settles before engaging, which looks like avoidance from the outside, but internally it's self-control, because you don't want to send something you'll later regret. The fourth reason is introverted processing styles. Introverted brains rely more on acetylcholine pathways, which favor reflection over speed. This means you think before acting, especially in social situations. So messages don't trigger impulse, they trigger analysis, and research consistently shows this style leads to deeper communication, even if it arrives later. The fifth reason is fear of misrepresentation. When you care, you don't want to be misunderstood. Psychology links this to high empathy and self-awareness, where the mind tries to match inner intention with outer expression perfectly, and when it can't, it pauses, not because you don't value the person, but because you value accuracy, connection, and emotional safety. So if you avoid messages even when you care, it doesn't mean you're cold, distant, or broken. It means your brain treats communication as meaningful labor, not casual noise. You feel deeply, think carefully, and want your words to land right, and psychology shows that depth often moves slower than impulse. If this video felt personal, that's because it was describing a brain that processes meaning, not urgency. So don't shame yourself for needing space before replying. Your silence isn't absence, it's preparation, and when you finally speak, it usually carries more truth than most instant responses ever could.